So Chris and his family owns Civano's nursery down in Tucson. They have a huge growing operation. They also have a retail store very much like this. They're kind of famous. They're kind of rock stars in the plant world in the southern half of the state. We just happen to be friends. I was one of his first customers, and Chris just knows more about plants than anyone that I know, or I can't, not offending anyone, than anyone I know in Tucson.
Except for Jim over there. He
Yeah. Anyway, give it up for Chris Shipley. He's Civano Nursery.
Good morning. I don't know if you can look up there. I'm Chris Shipley. I own Civano Nursery with my family. It's a family business in 20 years. And we're down in Tucson, like Ken said. My wife runs our garden center. And then my two brothers and I, and my 80-year-old dad, who works 6 days a week, we run our wholesale yard. And so we come up once a week in spring and provide plants for Prescott. Buddleia, anybody familiar with butterfly bush? Yeah, a lot of them are really tall. And that can be a great thing if you have a spot for it, but our homes are getting smaller. The yards are getting smaller, sorry, not the homes. The yards are getting smaller, and we just don't want to maintain them as much. So their genetics are getting smaller in these plants. So the Buddleia, this is Buzz Magenta, I think, it gets a third of the height. So it's around here somewhere. Attracts butterflies all summer into fall. So when the butterflies are around, this is one of the staples to attract butterflies to your garden. Very cold-hardy for Prescott.
I'm just going to show Facebook folks so they can see it too. Hey there. You know that you should be here right now, right? This is butterfly bush. Here you go.
So it's kind of like the anchor plant to bring in the butterflies. And then come the smaller plants to bring hummingbirds and butterflies. This is a new introduction. So also, my brand that we provide Prescott is Civano Select. That's our name. But we're also attached to a much larger business, Monrovia. We're the only certified Monrovia grower in the state of Arizona. And so when Jim back there, who's the regional rep for Monrovia, when he runs out of things once in a while, then we can fill in with smaller shipments of the same genetics of plants on the Monrovia brand. This is a new introduction this year from Monrovia. It's a Gara, which normally a Gara would get
Here, I'll help you.
this tall and be kind of weepy. It will attract a lot of pollinators to your yard, but it's kind of an unruly plant, and the genetics on this much smaller. You can see how tight and compact it is in the bloom. Like normally in a pot like this, it would be up here already, and so you can extrapolate that. The plant's just going to be kind of weepy. You'll need to cut it back. This one will require minimal maintenance to look good.
Did you grow this plant?
I did.
Oh, it's gonna murmur. I like your plant.
And I have a hard time telling which ones I grew and Jim grew over there sometimes, but in this brand. But yes, both of us are offering this in Monrovia. Well, Monrovia, we're offering. Yeah, it's a wonderful plant in the Monrovia brand.
So we carry two types of Gara, G-A-U-R-A. Every yard should have one. Hummingbirds cannot resist this. So the second it starts to have flowers, they are all over. In fact, the males will start bickering over, no, my plant. Oh, it's my plant. Oh, get away, it's my plant. They just start going up, you go crazy. I grow this in pots. I grow it just out by the mailbox, out in the yard. It's just so durable and drought hardy and native kind of stuff. This one I like in that it is more upright. The normal native Gara is kind of a light pink to white. This one has this rich, I mean, it's just exciting to see new colors coming out. So anyway.
They'll offer 2 more colors next year.
I want purple. Do they have purple coming? I really want purple.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Animal resistant?
Animals do not eat this, although the lighter one, I did have Javelina eat it back once last year, then it came right back. It almost went better the second time, but I really haven't had problems, but it was right out there where herds kind of go by. It's like really tempting. So, but generally it's on the list of, that's why we use the word resistive, not proof.
Perennial or annual?
Perennial, it comes back every year. Perennial, permanent, we'll start with P. Comes back. This is dark
Steph-
rose,
Steffi, yeah, rose, dark rose. That's right.
dark rose Gara.
You grow that on a non-irrigation line? Or are you gonna need to drill?
So my personal experience, where I actually have this one and the both varieties, I have it out by the mailbox, and it's right there just past the irrigation. Dude, mailboxes are really hard because you got asphalt, you got driveways, you got dogs, all kinds of stuff's going on by the mailbox. So I need something really robust out there, and it does really well. If it gets really dry in June, I'll kind of hand water it some, I fertilize it to bring out the flowers, but pretty much I ignore it, and it
You
just,
can water it.
you can hand water it easily, yeah, easily, yeah. You can't kill this one unless you overwater it. You couldn't kill, even in Prescott Valley, you can't kill this, yeah.
The last plant I'll introduce is a plant that's been around a good while. It is the scabiosa, the butterfly blue pincushion plant. A very nice small plant in your yard. The butterflies dance around, the purple flowers. So I introduced the buddleia, which is your anchor.
I'll pass it around, you kind of,
So is this?
I don't think it
Looks
smells.
like after it's bloomed or before it goes into bud?
These are all things about to bloom. These are all
Yeah.
flowers. That's what,
About to
tomorrow I'll have 3 more flowers, so I'm not worried about picking one
Yeah.
off.
So this is a nice small plant to put in your yard to combine with the Gara, to other butterfly plants to attract the butterflies, so you can see them from your chair while on your patio table while you're drinking your coffee in the morning or having a drink at night. And that's what
Beverage at
these
night.
plants are for, is to invite nature right up close.
This is actually a butterfly Lain family. You look at that flower as it passes around.
That's it.
It's a pincushion flower. The painted ladies just cannot resist. They love this particular flower. They'll be all over it. So painted lady is a natural kind of butterfly about this big. It's just great orange and brown flowers. Anyway, it's a pretty little butterfly that we're famous for. Anyway,
Yep. Last but not least, we grow a lot of the hanging baskets. So we appreciate you enjoying the hanging baskets, and we'll be sending up lots more.
any new salvias coming out? So it's autumn sages. So you've introduced a couple over the last couple of years that are amazing.
Next
which is
year,
so
I've got a
exciting.
lot of new introductions.
Okay.
I've got a new globe mallow that should be here next spring, which is
Awesome.
perfect for Prescott.
Yeah.
We have a Texas Ranger we'll be introducing this year.
Could that grow? What's the zone on that?
It's
Texas Ranger?
Prescott Valley.
We're borderline on
Yeah.
that. I want a zone 7,
Right.
6 Texas Ranger.
But the
Find that.
people out by the Cordis area,
Yeah.
Prescott Valley,
Later,
can
Prescott
have it.
Valley.
So we'll have a brand new. So this time next year, should have that here. We're introducing a new Chalopsis later this year, which is a desert willow, which brings the hummingbirds to your yard. So I should have that here next year for you. So a lot in the works for next year, and this year we just hope to keep having a great spring. So
Yeah.
get the wildlife to your yard.
So what are you seeing down in Tucson? Or has the season
buying.
taken off? Has
Oh
it
yeah,
taken off?
people are buying.
There, we've seen the same thing.